Welcome to the How to Why webinar series. And I'm laughing because I realized I just spoke for 2 minutes on mute. So, luckily for you, this will be the first time I hear it. Unluckily for me, I'm hearing myself speak even more. Um, yeah, I'm Shawnee, the trainer for technologies for dealers such as yourself. And today we're going to have some great information from our very own Mary Lane, who's going to be talking to us about the keeping your local search in check. Everything you didn't know that you didn't know about search. So we'll get to that in just 1 second, but real quick, I just want to make sure that to remind everybody to keep your phones on mute. And if you have any questions, send them via the chat, or you can always email me at dihowdoi@dealerinspire.com, and we'll get to those. So for right now, I'm going to put Mary in charge here. Hey, Mary, how you doing?
Hi, Shawnee.
Hi. So I'm handing over the controls right now. Okay. And then yeah, we'd love to hear all about your expertise on local search and what what the businesses and dealers need to know to make sure that Google knows who they are, so in that way that we can find them and who they are whenever we need to. So take it away.
Thank you, Shawnee. All right, well, local search is about your local directory, and it's about relevant search results and bringing users to their local businesses. And whether it's Google, Yelp, Bing, or any other directory, the first thing you want to do is be really consistent with your NAP. And your NAP is just an acronym for your business name, address, a local phone number, and your website URL. The important thing about a local phone number is that there are a lot of directories that aren't even going to accept your business listing without a local phone number. So you really want to use a local phone number rather than those toll-free numbers. And the NAP is your business's thumbprint. It's what Google uses to organize all of your great organic content that you work so hard for, and that's what helps create a really good dominating search result. So that NAP is just kind of like your digital brand. All right, and there we go. And here's what your great search results are going to want to look like. Your website is ranking #1. It's dominating everything. You're going to see the card, or sometimes called a tile or a knowledge card, is on the right there. And that information is drawing from your Google My Business page. It shows your reviews, your star rating, your Google score, which we're going to talk about later, things like that. It also contains a link to your Google My Business page, and you're going to see that up here where you're seeing your business listed first up there, and that's going to go right to your Google Plus page. It's not on this one, but that's okay. This is where you would normally find it, right up here next to the reviews, where you can link right into your writing a review for the business, or even view the reviews themselves. And then, of course, down here you're seeing all of your directory listings, Angie's List, and Merchant Circle, and Yahoo Local, and Yellow Pages, and Yelp, and so on. And that really all just kind of comes together to give you a really good, solid search result. So that's what we want to look to see happening with you. All right, and so next we're going to talk about the Google My Business page itself. I see a lot of people being confused about that these days because Google has gone through a lot of upgrades and changes over the last couple of years. And the old business page, the old business listing used to be called Places. And a lot of people still refer to it that way, but it's still all the same thing. The newest inception is My Business, and it's just formerly known as Places, just like the artist formerly known as Prince. Same kind of thing, but now we're My Business. The My Business local page requires verification, and that's what puts your business in Google Maps. Google actually, My Business has a couple of different kinds of pages, but we're going to really focus on the local page. So that's the one with the verification, and it's the one that's going to find your business in Google Maps. All right, so here's a visual of what the old places page, you're going to see that on the right here, and the newer My Business page is on the left. You can see that My Business is much more vibrant. You get to put your own artwork in there. You can see on the places page, it links directly to your Maps location here on the right. And on the new page, it's been moved down here to your contact information. And you can also do your social posting. You also notice these tabs right here. And here, the My Business page has expanded tabs. You have a choice of which ones you can actually include in that. But this will link to your social posting, your photos. If you link to your YouTube channel, it's actually going to show YouTube here where it says videos, and it'll link to all the videos you have in your YouTube channel. So the whole Google package of products, the Google Plus package of products, is going to be all tied in with your Google page here too. So you can see it's just a lot more interactive and a lot more information in there for you to put in about your business. You can really optimize that even more than the old places page. So it's a lot of improvements there.
Mary?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say that, yeah, that looks like, it almost looks like its own web page, and it looks like everything is right there where you need it. And I love the big graphic. I mean, I'm ready for ribs right now, actually.
That's
so,
right.
I love the way it looks.
It really is a great improvement. I think just the overall look of the page is a lot more dynamic, and I think it's really going to help people engage with your business a little bit more and draw them right in and really prompt them to click through and check you out and stop in for those delicious ribs for sure. All right. So then there's the dashboard for the new My Business page is also much more expanded over the old one. You can see from, this is part of it here, you can see that you can manage your reviews, social posting, AdWords. You can even start a Hangout from here. You can look at some of your analytics on your page and so on. So they've really beefed up the whole product in a lot of different ways to really give you a lot of information about performance, how your business is performing online and things like that. You can even see, even in the reviews area over here, it shows you reviews from around the web and so on. So you can manage a lot of things from this dashboard, and it's very easy to use. You can see the layout is really clear. The graphics are bright and simple and just very, very easy to use. I like the whole thing here. The other thing you want to be doing is optimize your business page. Don't just let your name and address and phone number be in there. This page gives you a lot of things that you can look at. Obviously your NAP, the name, address, phone number here at the top, but there's a section in here you can even make sure that Google's balloon marker for your business is in the right page. You can edit it right from this page here. You have a lot of categories. You want to choose your primary category for sure, but then you want to get into anything else that would apply. And when we're talking about auto dealerships, that can be things like your auto parts and your auto repair, tires, even car leasing, any of those kinds of things that your business that your auto dealership is involved with. You want to include all of those categories. Those are going to help you help in your search results for all of those other kinds of things as well. You want to include your business hours. People want to know when they can find you, of course. And then the introduction at the bottom. This is an opportunity for content, so you want to follow the rules there, avoid the keyword stuffing, keep it organic, and promote the best parts about your business here. So moving on, then we can talk about some of the tips and tricks and troubleshooting for when you're having problems with your Google page. You know, Google's constantly going through upgrades, and we see different kinds of things happening. And so you want to kind of keep an eye on your page, make sure it's healthy and everything's working really well with it. And so there's some things that you want to keep an eye on for sure. You want to make sure your business page is verified. That's the first thing you want to do. That's a pretty simple procedure. Google will want to verify the integrity of the information that they're posting about you. So they want to make sure that that information is correct. They'll do that with either a quick phone call to your business, or they'll mail a special code to your business location, and you'll want to use that. And that helps them make sure that all of that information that you're putting out there is actually correct. You want to check your dashboard. Look for notifications from Google. Sometimes they'll tell you things that have been happening with it. That's a great place to look, just to make sure everything's functioning correctly. And we'll look at some screenshots of that here in a moment. There's a newer thing that's coming out about your Google page. You want to be logging into that every 6 months. Google could actually unverify your page if you're not active in your Google account and your Google page like that. So you want to be checking in on that. Don't just fill it all out, leave it out there, and expect that it's just going to perform forever. You do want to be active in that, and Google knows when you've been in and out of your account. So you definitely want to always stay in there and stay active with that. So let's look at some of the things you're going to actually see then when you're looking at your Google pages and trying to check the health on it. You can see here some of the notifications that Google might paste across the top of your dashboard here. You can see they may tell you that it's been blocked because it's identified as spam, and they'll want you to verify it. Or maybe your business just hasn't been verified yet, and it'll show that on here. Now, once you have begun the verification process, if you have already mailed a verification card to your, or that code to your business, that bar is going to turn blue. But so you'll have a blue notification bar that's going to show that that verification is pending. But it's going to look just the same as this. It'll be nice and wide. You'll see it right across the top of your dashboard. And that notification also will carry over to your business edit screen, where you would edit all your business information. It'll be duplicated up there, so that, you know, Google wants to make sure you see that. You're also going to see this long blue narrow bar across the top. This tells you how completely you have optimized your business page. You can see this one needs a little work beyond just verifying it. Then you can also notice down here there may be a notice about your address, and you can go in here and update that. Sometimes it's about the address doesn't match where the marker might be on the map or something like that. So there's different reasons why that particular notice might be there, but you certainly want to watch for that one as well. Also notice that when you have a red notification bar like this, Google locks you out of editing a lot of those fields that are in your screen here. They only want you to fix just the one thing that needs to be fixed. And in this case, it would be the address like that. But they won't let you go in and edit some of the other areas that are fine until you have addressed the one that the notification is showing you. All right, so you'll also see a yellow notification here, and this one is not as dire as the red one. Yellow is just a caution that some things have happened with your page or whatever, just some updates, nothing that's going to keep your page from being published or anything like that, like with the red ones. This one, it simply says review your updates. Quite often we're seeing Google update certain information, and they'll have different reasons why they might update that. It could be something as simple as changing the hours. Maybe you change the hours on your website, and that's going to get changed on your Google page. Or they've updated the address, maybe to standardize it so it lines up with how Google standardizes everything. So, but this one's pretty simple. You can go right into your edit screen here, or even review the updates. It's going to take you to your edit screen here, and you would see that yellow bar across the top. But this is what you're going to be looking for, is this small updated here, and it'll be under whichever section that it applies to. You're going to want to double check that area that Google has updated. You're also going to want to look at the whole page, though, while you're in here, Always a good idea. Make sure your categories are where they are, your phone number is correct, and so on. And any changes, maybe you want to beef up that introduction, talk about some newer products or services that you're offering at your business. So it's always a good time to just check how you've optimized the page as well when you're in there. And here you go, you can see how that bar looks across the top. Now this is really important. This button here where it says, okay, when Google updates your business information like that, they want you to go in and approve it. And you can see you just want to click on this OK. That will clear out that yellow notification bar, and you're all set and ready to go again, just like that. And the other thing you want to know is when is the best time to call the pros when you're having issues with your Google page. And there are a lot of scenarios where you're going to get into something that might get a little complicated. All of the different upgrades that Google has gone through over the last few years has created little digital glitches here and there. And there are some things that it's just a little easier to have a professional look at it, someone who's seen a lot of different scenarios and knows how to navigate through those to get things fixed the way they should be. Also navigating, just working with Google support, knowing what to ask and how to direct them into seeing where your issues are and so on like that. So here's the first example that I have. This one is an interesting one where you can see right down here where it shows where your Google link should be, and it says that it's missing. That's definitely something that you want to call the pros for and have them help you get your page back up and running again. It's probably an older page. It's probably an old places version of your page. There may be some other technical issues involved in that. So definitely a good idea to call the professionals when you see something like that. Another time is when your business is marked closed. This can happen maybe it's an old page or something, some digital thing that has gotten in there. So maybe a user submitted something, a business is being closed. Maybe Google can't verify all of the information on your page. And so things have just gotten mixed up digitally. Another time when it's really best, just let the professional step in and kind of navigate all of that for you.
And Mary?
Yes.
I have a question for you on that. So what do you do if your business is actually closed? Like if there's a certain, like a lot of people have satellite businesses or what have you, or different locations. And if that location is actually closed, is that something that you want to keep up, or is that something that you want to purge from your, purge from your accounts? Like, what's the best way to handle that?
That's a really great question, Shawnee. I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, if your business is closed or moved, it's always a good idea to have your page marked as closed. You can also contact support or have your marketing agency handle that for you as well. What Google does when they mark a business as closed is that eventually it just goes away from Google Maps. And in the meantime, of course, if people are looking for you, it's not a bad idea to mark it as closed. Now, and if you mark it closed yourself, you can also use your description part of the page, because you can see your page is still published and it's still going to be found, but it's just marked closed in all these areas here. But you can use the business description part of your page, and it's not really showing on this shot here, but you can put information, well, this location is closed and you can still find us here or whatever. So it doesn't hurt to still keep that page optimized even if you have closed a particular location or something.
Okay.
So you can always put some more information in there about how they can still find you.
Excellent. All right, thank you.
Great question. All right. Here's some other times when you might want to call a professional if your page is still an old places version page rather than the My Business page. There can be some technical issues when upgrading to Google+. Most of the time it's fine, but sometimes there are some things that get in there, and again, just let the professionals help you navigate that. Sometimes you'll find that a duplicate page for your business has been created. Maybe it's an overzealous employee that didn't realize you already had one. Or in some cases, we've seen some of the OEMs will create pages for their dealerships, things like that. And so getting that straightened out sometimes can take a little extra work. If you don't see the link to your Google page on your search results, like we looked at the beginning, if you don't see that link there, or if your Google link goes to the wrong page, if it doesn't go to your page, this is another instance when you're going to want to let the professional step in and kind of evaluate that and find out what's really wrong. There can be many different things, and we can find it probably a lot faster than you could find it yourself. And of course, anytime you have questions or need any help with any of that, then it's always a good idea. Just give us a call. We're always here to help you out with that, and that's what we're here for. And of course, there's more to local than just Google. I mean, we are talking about directories here. So just very quickly, all these other directories are just as important as Google in your search results and in your digital presence as well. We have Yelp and Bing and Yahoo and Yellow Pages. There's Merchant Circle and many, many more. And you don't have to claim all of these listings. You don't have to own them like you do with your Google page and stuff. But you still want to keep them updated. And you could easily do that, make sure that if any information is incorrect, you can submit directly to those directories any updated information. But your Yelp listing is one that you're going to want to claim. You have to go through a quick verification process similar to Google. It's always done with a phone call with Yelp. But you're going to want to respond to those reviews that are on Yelp. Yelp is one of the biggest review sites out there, and it's always good to respond to your reviews, whether they're positive or negative. Just, say thank you to all of your customers, even for the good reviews. Don't just take care of the people who have complaints. You want to take care of all your customers. So you definitely want to be claiming that and managing your Yelp listing. The others, again, you can manage those directly with the various directories without having to claim them. That can be really time consuming and so on. Though you can do that, it never hurts. Then there are the aggregators like CityGrid and Express Update. They're going to actually distribute your business listing to many other partner sites. They've got dozens of partner sites. And some of the sites like Yahoo and CitySearch are only going to accept your free listings that are submitted through CityGrid and Express Update. So yeah, you definitely want to use those aggregators. Don't be afraid of them, for sure. And for the aggregators, those are listings that you do want to claim and control those. Again, that gives you better control over your NAP and keeps all those other partner sites updated as well. The aggregators are also great because when they're distributing your information to the partner sites, that happens over time. And so that builds your digital presence more organically than if you just go in and list all at once with all of those different sites. So it's really nice to use the aggregators. You get that nice organic feel to how your presence is spreading out across the net there. And of course, you always want to respond to your reviews on Yelp and Google. That's always very important. That's part of your Google score, by the way. And so let's take a look at that next. And that's found on your Google page here under the review summary. And it has the look of being just your review score because it talks about your reviews right here, your star rating is there and everything. It is in the review summary card here. And so that can be a little misleading, but it's actually, like it says here, it's a sophisticated compilation based on over 200 factors that Google uses to rank your business. And it includes the performance of your My Business page, of course, how people are interacting with it, You can see up here, people can follow your page. They keep track of how many people view your page, and your followers and so on, your reviews, whether or not you respond to them. It also includes things like how your business ranks in search results. It includes reviews from directories around the web. Remember, that was in our dashboard in the reviews section, managing the reviews. It actually shows you that. Well, it's taking that into account as well in your Google score. And of course, your review star rating, your Google star rating is included in that as well. But whether or not you're responding to reviews is part of that as well. So again, make sure you're responding to all of those reviews, because that really helps. It helps your digital presence, and of course, it's all about your customers and bringing them great service and letting them know that you're paying attention to what they want and what they need. So always good. So your directory listings are absolutely an integral part of your overall digital presence. So keep an eye on your Google page, claim a few of the key listings, respond to your reviews, and always maintain your nav and be consistent with it. And if you got to change something, then make sure you're really thorough in updating everything. And again, this is another time to contact your professionals to help you update everything if you're rebranding or moving or anything like that. And Shawnee, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Looks like we have another webinar coming up next week. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about today.
Yeah, actually we do. We have a couple of questions here that are popping up. Okay, so one question for you is, okay, so let's say that there is that somebody does have a duplicate page out there.
Okay.
How is it, like, is there a possibility to combine them, and if they don't have the local package with us and they need to do this on their own, is there a way to combine them? Do they need to contact Google directly?
It's always better to call. Yeah, you're going to have to call Google support to have that cleaned up. And what they can typically do is merge the pages together. And like if there's reviews or anything like that, then that will carry over to the one page that you want to keep. Or they can actually delete it and eliminate it for you as well. But again, there can be some issues with that because somebody will own that other page. And so then you have to get into finding out who the owner is if you don't already know. And that can take a couple of weeks. Google has some processes and procedures for that that they go through and stuff. And so it can take some time for sure when you end up with duplicate pages and things.
Okay. All right. Also, real quick, while I still have you, do you have any ideas on how to, generate more reviews? Like, are there any tips or tricks that you, kind of like to live by?
Well, obviously, providing the best experience for your customers that you can is going to be the best incentive for them.
Mm-hmm.
But if your customers don't know about your review sites, then they won't know to leave reviews. This is one of the great things about Dealer Inspire websites is that we have a page showing reviews from your customers. There are links to your review sites. You can always push those through there. Most important when it comes to getting reviews, Shawnee, is that you don't want to solicit them. Please never offer something in return for a review, good or bad. That just doesn't look well for you as a business. The review sites frown on that and will actually remove your listings if they find evidence of that. I've recently seen Yelp will actually mark your listing and show the proof of how they found that you are soliciting reviews and stuff. So using your Dealer Inspire website and the things that we provide in there to show your customers that they can leave reviews for you is one, awareness, I guess, is really where we're going with that. Your customers need to know that you have these review sites and that you welcome those reviews from them.
Right. Cause I know that we can, you can also ask. Now it's different to listening, but you can, also ask. Like if somebody's, if they're, going gaga over you right there at the store, just like, thank you so much, great. Hey, can you leave us a review and share your insight or,
Sure, and direct them to the review page in your
right,
website.
right,
Absolutely, you can absolutely do that.
yeah.
Please tell the world what you think about us. All your critical about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So yeah. So just if any of you, if you don't have a local, Google My Page, or if you would like one, give our sales a shout. And it's sales at dealerinspire.com, and they'll be able to tell you all about the benefits of making sure that your Google local business page is all set up and ready to go. Or you can refer back to this webinar if you have your own and you'd like to do that stuff on your own. Also, it's important to note that this, your websites that we build for you, the Deal Inspire websites that we create for you, um, we are specifically made to cater to those search engines, especially Google. We want to make sure that we want everybody to know where you are just as much as you do, and so a lot of the categories and content that we use, just try to keep it as seamless as possible because Google's seeing all that, and it's doing what it can to make sure that your site is first and foremost. So um, so yeah, so I think that's it for us, Mary. I want to thank you so much. I appreciate the work that you put in here and your wisdom and knowledge. So thank you.
Thank you, Shawnee, for making it so easy.
All right. Well, our next webinar is going to be with Jack Peterson. Jack Peterson is, I mean, his title is it's so long, crazy. Like I don't. It's like the engineering wizard of something. He's the one that makes all our sites go. So he's going to be doing a presentation on, how we enhance your site performance and the things that we do to make sure that your sites are running at peak shape at all times. So you definitely don't want to miss that. I mean, as much traffic as you guys receive, and the uh, integrations, the innovations that we put on there, like personalizer and the interactive maps and all the great look, like all that stuff. It's got to work seamlessly and it's got to work at peak shape. So Jack Peterson's going to tell us how we handle that for you, so you see no problems. And that is next week. So please sign up for that. And again, if any of you need any further training on anything with WordPress, dashboard, or personalizer, please give me a shout at DI at dealerinspire.com, and check out our page at dealerinspire.com/DI where we have great FAQs, past webinars, and blogs, all that great stuff. See Joe's Blackboard sessions, always great. So please, please, please check that out. So until next week, thank you all for listening. I'm Shawnee, the trainer of technologies for innovative dealers such as yourself, and I will see you all next week. Thank you.